Yo, what is up guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got another review on the Dominic Szoboszlai card, the Future Stars 88 rated left midfielder. We're going to be going through the card's details, stats, clips, summary, all that good stuff. Before we get into all of that, if I could ask you guys to please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you know when I upload, and comment down below who you'd like me to review next. And without further ado, let's get into the video. So guys, this is the team that I used Szoboszlai in. I played him in the left mid spot with an engine on him, and I did move him into the attacking midfield position. I tried him in both those positions because of course he is a central midfielder on the game to start with and has been moved out to the left wing for this Future Stars card. First impressions of this card, guys, it's a good card. Guys, I really struggled for the first couple of games to play with him. I found him really slow on the wing, actually. Despite the fact that he has really great pace, I found him very slow on the wing and a bit wasted, and once I moved him to the middle of the park I got far better production out of him. It was far more enjoyable as well to use him. Without further ado though, let's get into the review. 6'1", medium low work rates, right footed, 4-star moves and 4-star weak foot, 5 games played, 13 goals scored and 0 assists. Guys, everything is perfect about this card for an attacking midfielder, and although I didn't get many assists, he was creating chances all over the place. Really fantastic at all the passing elements of the game, and in general just creating stuff for his teammates. I do not think he's suited to the wing that much, although he does have the capability to play there. I think you're better off playing him in that number 10 position, but we'll get more into that as we get through the video. I put the engine chemistry on him, and originally I had the Deadeye to boost his shooting and passing. However, I don't feel like he was good enough even with that Deadeye on him, so I wanted to give him a bit more pace, a bit more of a dribbling ability, and then improve his passing as I was playing him in the number 10 slots, and that seemed to work a charm for me, guys. He was really good at getting into great positions, being dangerous on the ball, and creating chances for his teammates. In terms of the key stats, 95 sprint speed is pretty good, but it does take a while to get up to that sprint speed. 99 free kick accuracy is the big one here, guys, and that is so fantastic. His set pieces are amazing in terms of just how accurate they are, how well they're positioned every single time. 99 curve there as well, so you get good width on those free kicks too if you need that as well. In terms of the cons, guys, I would say the agility felt low naturally on the card without the boost. I do think he needs the boost to be able to help him out a little bit. And otherwise, guys, this card is pretty good across all the board. I mean, he's great on the stamina, great on the strength, especially for those work rates. The stamina works fine, the crossing's fantastic, the passing's fantastic, the shooting is fantastic, the dribbling's fantastic, even the pace is usable once you can figure out a way to use him in that number 10 slot. That's the only other con I would mention, is that his pace does feel a little slow, especially the acceleration. Because he's so big, maybe that is why, very similar to Kulusevski, but overall I think that this card was pretty decent. Finally, getting to the player traits, and he's got crazy amount of traits: early crosser, flare trait, long passer, long shot taker, playmaker, outside foot shot, and technical dribbler. All of these are fantastic for a winger, but more importantly fantastic for an attacking midfielder, and that's really where I think you guys should be playing this card. Really fantastic set of traits, and it's just great to have so many traits in such an affordable player. Now that we've covered all that, let's get into some of the clips that I got with him. So guys, getting into some of Dominic Szoboszlai's clips, and what you guys are going to see here is, first of all, how I played with him out on the wing, and then you guys are going to see how he transitioned into the middle for me. Now guys, don't get me wrong, this card is capable of playing on the wing. He's more than capable of doing that because of his technical proficiency and his reasonable amount of speed. Now the reason I say that his speed wasn't enough, especially in the introduction and will be in the summary as well, is because I expected 93 pace good, and what I ended up getting felt more like 85, 86. Now that's still a good level, but guys, it's not as high as you need it to be to really take him past those players and create that elite level of pace that puts fear into defenders. As you guys can see though from all of these clips, he is absolutely fantastic for the most part. He does have a couple of moments here and there where you think he should be putting that away or doing better with that, but overall, guys, I was very, very impressed with this card. Just how it played, how well he did, especially in front of goal. His finishing, his set pieces were deadly for me. I thought they were very much on point every time I tried to put them on a particular spot. I mean, look at this chance here. He's so unlucky not to get a goal out of that. Bounces all over the line and gets cleared away. Generally, guys, though, the one thing I would say about this card that impressed me the best was his passing. Despite the fact he scored 13 goals for me, his passing and his set pieces actually, but more importantly his passing, was absolutely sensational. I think that's something that's absolutely fantastic for an attacking midfielder. I think the fact that he can cross the ball so well, the fact that he can pass the ball along the ground so well and create chances for his teammates makes him an ideal number 10. Of course, guys, you will have to play him out on the left and move him into midfield to be able to take advantage of that. But guys, I do think this card is built for it, especially with the work rates he has, with all the statistics he has, and the way that this card plays, especially for me, I thought he was a fantastic number 10. You guys can see there the great dribbling that he has, capability to step past defenders with relative ease. Now guys, because he is so big as well, and plays better than the Kulusevski in terms of dribbling, so I do want to say that is that Kulusevski, I had to slow down a bit more. With Szoboszlai, I could just keep running at defenders and create chances, and as you guys can see, he makes the right runs, the right movements to be able to get into the box and create chances, and that was something that really impressed me about this card too, was that playing at the number 10 slot, he was able to do all of that just as well as any other player that I've used so far this year, with the exceptions of course, the top icons. Now guys, we're going to get into some of the finishing that I got with him, and as you guys will see, there's a lot of finishes where he has to use that strength and power, like this one here, where he drives past the man and finishes it near post. Powerful finishes as well. He's got great shot power, really delivers a punch on those shots there. As you guys can see, just smashes it into the back of the net on a lot of these chances. And guys, there were more clips like this. I had to shorten down the number of times that he managed to score for me, of course, because to capture 13 goals in the clips is absolutely ridiculous. So I did clip it down to the best ones that he scored. However, there were some that I did leave out. And what you guys can see is the sheer variety of finishes as well. Now guys, one thing I would say as well, if you're tempted to play this guy up front or in a 4-4-2 with another striker, then he would work there as well. He's more than capable of playing the striker role. I mean, the variety of finishes you guys can see here, from power finishes to finesse finishes, is absolutely sensational. He can be involved in the build-up play, drive the attack forward, and really deliver an end product as well. You guys have seen the crossing, you've seen the passing, and there you can see his weak foot. Lovely finish there. And in the final clip here, guys, you guys are going to see another lovely finesse shot into the back of the net. So guys, getting into this final Dominik Szoboszlai summary, 620k on the PlayStation, 590 on the Xbox, 725 on the PC. So not cheap guys, still an expensive card, especially for a Future Stars card. But guys, what you do get is a 4-star on the left wing that you can move into the middle. That's where I would suggest you guys play him. Of course, the key stats here, I think, are the pace is pretty decent, but not one of the key ones. The passing is fantastic, the free kick accuracy is also fantastic, and his dribbling is pretty good as well. His strength is great as well, and his height combined with that strength really makes it a big pro of this card. His work rates, of course, medium-low, play perfectly into that idea of him staying forward and creating chances on the counter as well. He will be good for that too. In terms of recommended chemistry style, guys, now, like I said, when I played the Deadeye on him, I found that although the passing and shooting is taken up to another level, he really did struggle for me still, especially because I just didn't feel like his dribbling was good enough. So guys, what I ended up doing was sticking the engine on him, and as you guys can see, that does wonders to his pace, passing and dribbling. And as you guys saw, most of those attempts that I took on goal did not have the Deadeye on him. He had the engine chemistry style on him, so he's still very capable of finishing those chances as well. In terms of similar players, he's a bigger player. He's not quite as agile as Marcus Rashford. I think Rashford is slightly more agile than him. However, that is not a bad shout at all. I do think he plays very similarly to that card in terms of being able to use his size and capability to just get past defenders, or use his speed and finishing to create chances and finish them off. Of course, a better passer as well than Rashford, in my opinion, too. Finally guys, getting into the links, you've of course got a perfect link to Gulashi. I don't know how you'd link that in. Orban as well is there too. But if you look at strong links now, of course you've got the strong links to Ferenc Puskás, which is always nice to have. Sabitzer is in there as well, the Team of the Year nominee. Flashback Forsberg, of course you've got players like Klosterman, Upamecano, Konrad Laimer, Mukiele, all those players link into them, so you do get some nice linkability with this card. In terms of my final recommendation, guys, I do think this card is worth it. I do think that this is the kind of player you build your team around. Although that may sound silly to say for only 620k, he is one of those players that will be a monster in your team if you can get it right around him and give him the team that will allow him to really flourish in terms of his passing, dribbling and shooting, and just using his overall card. If you compare him with Puskás, even better. There's a winger you can link into a Bundesliga hybrid there. But overall, I think this card is sensational. I did misjudge it initially when I said he wasn't that good on the wing. He is decent on the wing, but he's just so much better at the 10. He'll do so much better for you, and I hope that if you guys use him, you do get the success that I had with him. Hope you guys did enjoy this review. If you did, please do smash that like button, and until next time, I'll see you all in a bit.